Welcome back to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. In the last part, we collected our first legendary treasure, the Sky Melodica. And we also recruited Rayquaza, which was pretty freaking cool. It's time for us to head off to our next destination to look for another legendary treasure. Today, we're going to be going to the Bottomless Sea. Before I do that, I'm just going to put my Sky Melodica away. It increases the recruitment rate of flying-type Pokemon, which is cool, but we don't need it, so we are going to put it away for now, and we're going to head off to the Bottomless Sea. I'm excited to continue on this adventure, and we'll see maybe if this place is a little bit more challenging. Let's see, where is it? The Bottomless Sea, here we go. Let's see what awaits us here. Probably water-type Pokemon, if I would have to guess. Oh, okay. That's just how it's gonna be today, I see. Alright, well, that's not a problem. We have the tools for the job. Omnis, whenever you're ready, friend. Let's see what this does. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, in 1. Oh, I love Discharge. That's, well done, Omnis. That's a strong start to the day. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna remember to do, I should say, is I'm gonna remember to take my X-ray specs off and put my... Hey, stop that. And put my Sky Blue Bow on when we fight the boss of this area, because that's something I forgot to do. We did trivialize the last fight, the fight against Rayquaza. It was quite easy, but I actually didn't bring a Vile Seed this time. So we're going to see if that adds a bit more challenge to the fight. I've been trivializing a lot of the fights in the game by using Violent Seeds and Vile Seeds, and I'm going to avoid that this time around. We should probably turn Spore off, actually. Let's do that. And we'll turn Agility off, though. Ego hasn't been using it yet. Hey! That's, you know, really not what I wanted to see. Oh well. We made it to the 2nd floor, and we're already 1 monster house in. Okay. Everyone seems to be going after foes. I should probably fix that. Have we heard this song before? I think we might have heard it 1 or 2 times before. This is just how it's going to be today, huh? Okay. Nobody move. Nobody stand on this trap. I just want the defense scarf that I'm going to sell. Okay. Now everyone, you can follow me again. Let's go. I don't recognize this song, and I like it a lot. I really like the ones that have an emphasis on the bass, actually. I'm a bit of a sucker for a good bass line. Well, here we go. Here are our stairs again. Let's keep moving on. I don't know how many floors this dungeon has, but the last one had 50, so I'm guessing it's probably going to be around 50 again. Right, yeah, we don't have any extreme speeds at the moment, which is a little annoying. And you have a TM for Sludge Bomb. We will carry that. I think we already have one. And TMs do not sell as well as I thought they did in this game, actually. They still sell for a fair amount, but money's a bit of a non-factor at the moment. I think we have about 14,000. And yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, and if push comes to shove, I don't mind just swapping out that TM for something else, something better. Well, here are our stairs. Okay, this could be a problem, so let's just get out of here. Well, I'd say that this dungeon has already sent us a bit more challenge than the last one did, just by virtue of that monster house for a start. But we have been finding the stairs quite quickly, which is nice. I don't want to spend forever in these dungeons, after all. Really don't like having to approach, because we don't have extreme speed, but I also don't want to use a max elixir this early in the dungeon, so we're just going to have to deal without it for now. I was actually considering coming into this dungeon with Omnis as the leader, because I had a feeling there would be a lot of water types. Alright, Omnis, can you just, give him a Thunderbolt. There we go. But in the end, I just stuck with what I know, and what I know is controlling Aqua. If I really wanted the most possible control over how we play these dungeons, I would have probably set Ego to be the leader, so that I can control when agility is used, because Ego doesn't seem to have the best sense of when to do that. Let's just discharge all these things again. My goodness, that's a lot of damage. Okay, let's turn Discharge it off again. I don't know why I turned Thunderbolt off. Let's turn that back on. There we go. Lots of rocks everywhere in this dungeon. That's a little odd. I've tried using thrown items and it's just never worked for me, really. Oh, that Joy Ribbon is not very useful. Ribbons do sell relatively well, so I'll hold on to it. If we get to the end of the dungeon and I haven't swapped it out for something else, we'll make a bit of money off of it. I think we've had this problem with water-type dungeons before. In that... Let me just turn Quick Attack on here. There we go, that would be more convenient. A lot of water types have a subtype that resists fighting, and they inherently resist steel as well. So I actually don't have the best of times in water-type dungeons. Luckily, Omnis has a great time, so we're balanced out in that regard. Okay, let's swap out that Sludge Bomb TM. What's that, an Oranberry? Oops. I suppose it's better to have this than a Joy Ribbon that we can't use. Let's just try and fill up our inventory with useful items instead of completely useless ones. Okay, anyone want to deal with that Slowbro while I take this Max Elixir and eat it off the floor? Oh, that is the wrong menu option. There we go. We have our extreme speeds back again. And I forgot to pay attention to where Stare Sensor was pointing us. Luckily, we have found our way. And also luckily, these apples are not beyond my grasp, because I have a mobile scarf. So I guess we'll just... I keep doing that. That is the wrong menu option. We'll just eat that apple. Let me take that one. What can we replace? I never use the thrown items. As I said, they just don't work for me. Please let me through. Thank you. And let's remember to swap back to the X-ray specs. Though honestly, I'm not really using them that much now that we have Stare Sensor. I'm just trying to power through these floors as quickly as possible, so I don't really mind finding all the items. I can go without them. So honestly, the X-ray specs aren't massively useful. And maybe I'll just equip the... anyone want to fight that Remoraid? Yeah, let's just leave that thing. Maybe I'll just equip the Sky Blue Bow again, just so I don't forget to. Oh, okay, that's how this is going to be, huh? Okay. I have no idea where I'm going, and I have no idea why Ego decided to use Close Combat of all moves there. There we go. Let me pay attention to the map, that would be good. You need to get out of town. There we go. This way, we need to go. I really like how the water looks in this area, but it's a bit difficult, for me, at least personally, to see the, There's a lot of money and stuff here. I want to try and get this. It's a little difficult for me to see the difference between the light and dark water. I think that's just a personal thing. I'm a little bit colorblind, so that might be why. We probably don't need this stuff. We have tons of Oranberries. Let's just move on. This is a monster house, isn't it? Yeah. You just know when there are that many items on the floor that it has to be a monster house. Okay, well, we have extreme speed, so we can at least do neutral damage to these things now. But it doesn't really matter, because Omnis is going to, again, deal with the problem immediately. We have a couple of IQ traits that really improve Omnis's accuracy. I think there's one that directly improves his accuracy, and one that improves his accuracy if he misses on the previous turn. So that is, that's, wow. Okay, that was definitely worth feeding to Francis. Nice. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna need you guys to not stand on that trap. Can you manage that? You managed it. Well done, guys. Okay, well, because of the monster house, I wasn't paying attention to stair sensor, which is going to become the new recurring theme of this series. But there's Intimidator proccing for the first time. That's nice. I could have used Brick Break on that for neutral damage instead of using Metal Claw while it was resisted. I think it's because Seadra has Poison Point for an ability that makes me always forget that it's not actually part Poison type. Oh, that is a problem. Oh, okay, never mind. Octillery decided to heal Francis. Convenience. This thing is hitting like a truck. Stop. There we go. Okay, what do we got? A defense scarf again. They're really handing those out like candy at the moment. I don't know why I use the word candy. I never use the word candy in my life. Okay, 14th floor. These Gyarados are... they're a little intimidating to see because they're so big. And it's weird, they only take up one tile, right? I could have sworn some of the bigger Pokemon take up more than one tile, but it would appear that Gyarados is apparently not big enough. Oh my goodness, 954 damage with the crit. And Francis grew to level 58. Excellent stuff. Yeah, so oddly enough, I think the only Pokemon that I've recruited so far that is bigger than a body size 1 is Cast Form for some reason. It's a body size 4, which is huge, because the body size of the Pokemon determines how many slots in your party it takes up, and almost every Pokemon I've got is a 1. Let's Brick Break you. There we go, I remembered this time. I want the loot. Definitely want the loot. Let's swap out. I'm never going to use the Pounce Orb, so let's just get rid of that. Let's take this money. Oh, come on. Not my apple. Okay, nobody move. Okay, now let's proceed. Okay, everybody can move again. I think I mentioned this previously, quite recently, but I really like a lot of the convenience factors that this game implements. So when you're menuing, it just makes things quicker for you. Like switching back to Let's Go Together after swapping away is really quick. Level 66. And let's pick up this heavy box, swap out this useless apple. We have plenty of apples anyway, it shouldn't be a problem. Let's grab this money. I kind of wanted Francis to pick that up because he does have the Coin Watcher IQ trait, which increases the amount of money he gets when he picks up money. And I believe it only works when Francis himself picks up the money, so if I can possibly manipulate the movement of my party so that Francis picks up the money, I will do that. Let's turn Discharge off, you're wasting it. You should only be using Thunderbolt on single targets. Okay, again, getting some good luck here with the stairs. And Quick Attack is actually enough to deal with some of these water types. We don't even need to be using our electric type moves, which is nice. Okay, let's just extreme speed you before you can even touch us. Oh, wasn't enough to knock you out. Well, you don't do too much damage, I say, as you crit me. Seadra wants to join the team. I think we already have a Seadra, but I'm not sure, so we'll just add you to the team. Better to have you than not. So you can go back to the guild. I think I've told the story about my Seadra before. I had a Seadra in my first playthrough of Sapphire that I never worked out how to evolve. So I just had like a level 80 Seadra as I played through the whole of the game. I really liked water types when I was a kid. I went through pretty much all of my Sapphire game with only water types in my party. I've definitely told this story before, I know it. Okay, let's just proceed. We don't need to fight these guys. We don't need to waste our PP. 21st floor. We're making good progress. Hey, a Lapras. Cool. Omnis, no, you're frozen. Stop that. Lapras wants to join the team. We definitely don't have a Lapras. Okay, welcome to the team. I didn't come here to recruit Pokemon, but I will take any recruits that I get, that's for sure. Here, sniff these flowers. That'll unfreeze you. We don't question it. It works. Okay, I didn't pay any attention to where the stairs were. But everyone's snoozing in here. Agility. That is slightly inconvenient, but I trust Omnis to be able to use Thunderbolt effectively here. There's one. And there's the other. Problem solved. Okay, let's head up this way. I'm guessing now. It's probably not this way. You kind of get a feel for how the dungeons are generated after a while, and you can kind of predict where things are going to be and where they're not going to be, or at least how the floors are going to be laid out, I feel. I mean, you can't predict it perfectly, but you can get at least some kind of sense for it. Oh, here we go. Here are our stairs. Like, that's actually one benefit of having the... Oh, hello. Quillfish. Again, another Pokemon that resists fighting and steel. Level up for Ego, 59. And let's punch you. And there's a level up for Omnis, level 66. We're getting a ton of experience from this. Maybe I didn't need to level up quite as much as I did, but oh, yeah. See, I was just about to say, one of the benefits of having the X-ray specs is whenever you see lots and lots of items in a single room, you know it's probably a monster house. And this room down here was probably going to be a monster house, and indeed it was a monster house. But water-type dungeons, monster houses, don't really present a whole lot of threat to Omnis. So let's get in here, let's discharge these things, and let's move swiftly on. Or you could quick attack, that's fine too. If I can get to these stairs, I will, but we'll see if Omnis decides to use discharge or not. There we go. I can go for whatever. I don't mind Omnis knocking everything out or just us getting to the stairs and leaving. The experience is nice, and it means we can pick up these drops, which is also nice. I like money, I like loot. Let's swap out a rebound orb and pick up the box, and let's move on. 23rd floor. What have we got up here? Let's keep powering through. More rocks on the floor. I think if I was to play through this game again, something I would try to do is use thrown items more, because it's just something I never really touched on in this game, and I talked about it in the last part, about how you can't really do everything there is to do in this game in a single playthrough. At least it doesn't feel like that to me. And yeah, if I was to play through again, which, like I said, I probably will in the future, I would definitely try to use thrown items a little bit more, because I feel like they can be really good, and I did get recommendations to use them. But I don't know, they didn't fit quite into my playstyle, and Omnis, you're really wasting your discharges. Hey, stop that. Let's punch you. Cool. Nice heads up quick attack there. Okay. Again, didn't pay attention to where I should be going. I'm really bored of using resisted moves. Confusion. Anytime you want to use aromatherapy, Francis, that'd be great. Omnis, you're actually low on health here. So let's just give you one of our million Aurum berries. How about that? Thank you, Francis. And now he's cringing. Wow, he just can't get a break. Okay, you waited all that time to attack, and you decided to use Thunder Wave. Okay, attacking rights revoked. We will just do this the hard way. I'm just trying to save myself some PP here, but if that's how it's going to be, then we'll punch things in the face really, really hard. There we go, the system works. Let's get out of here. 25th floor. Possibly halfway? I don't know, really. Let's go. Let's go straight for the stairs, please. Okay, we did that without too much. This is a monster house as well, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Well, we have one discharge left. We'll turn all of Omnis's other moves off so that he definitely uses it. I'll extreme speed. I can't extreme speed this horsey, so I'll move over here, I suppose, and Omnis will do the rest. Omnis will not do the rest. Omnis, anytime you want to use that discharge, we're waiting. There we go. I think the most satisfying thing about this is seeing the massive experience drop at the end. There it is, 4,739 experience. A sky gummy, a red gummy. Why would you stand on that, Omnis? Oh, we didn't pick up that red gummy. I should do that. But first, let's give the sky gummy to Ego. Didn't get anything out of it that time, but still, it's good to have it. And we don't really need the red gummy for anything, but I will feed that to myself for the sake of belly. Hey, we got a defense point. Nice. Hey. Go away. Anytime you guys want to fight that thing, there we go. They're really slacking a little bit today. Oh. Omnis is low on health. Omnis. That's my fault, actually. Omnis used his last discharge, had no way of attacking. That's my fault. I won't blame you. You know what I might actually do here? Is, I know that Omnis has the IQ trait that allows him to attack twice sometimes, extra striker? Yeah. So maybe we'll take that one trait off. Exclusive move user. Yeah, we'll take this off so now he can use his basic attack and that will save us some PP. Because, I mean, he could probably still do... Okay, there was no need for you to use discharge there, buddy. Let's turn that off. If we can save some PP with Omnis using his regular attack sometimes, that'd be good. And I'll even use my regular attack this sometimes. I'm not really bothered about getting the extra experience. I mean, you do get extra experience for attacking a target with an actual move and not just your regular basic attack. But I'm not really fussed about the, oh, you're fast. I'm not really fussed about the experience at this point in the game. And extra striker is good. Seems to proc quite often, actually. There we go. We do have two other Pokemon that can use moves, so in an extended fight there is the chance that they use a move and that gets us the bonus experience if we really do need it. So we'll try and be a bit more conservative of our PP. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Francis. You were quite quick on that one. I mentioned earlier that I would like to maybe use Ego as the party leader so that I can control when agility is used. It would actually be quite nice to be able to control when aromatherapy is used as well, because sometimes Francis lacks a bit of urgency and doesn't use it really as promptly as he should. It would be nice to be able to control that, but he doesn't always do it exactly when he needs to, which can be a little inconvenient. That's just a dead end, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to keep regular attacking these things because, yep, if we get the extra striker proc, it's enough to knock them out. Nice. What is down this way? No stairs. That's what we're looking for. So an IQ trait that Francis has access to, that we didn't actually get because I didn't put enough gummies into him because I didn't really want to, was All-Terrain Hiker, which allows him to pass over all forms of terrain. And if we had that, and I had a mobile scarf equipped, we'd be able to skip so much of each floor, because mobile scarf would allow me to travel over terrain. Ego can fly over most things. And then All-Terrain Hiker would allow Francis to follow along. Omnis would get left behind, which I don't think would be a massive problem, because Omnis is Omnis and Omnis can take care of himself, but it was certainly an option that I had that I decided against in the end, and I don't regret it because we're already making really quick progress through these dungeons. It would be ridiculously quick and maybe a little bit too easy if we did that. So, I don't mind. Let's see if we can get through this floor. Lots of long paths. Stop that. Throwing a sleep seed at me, how rude. Alright, do you wanna... Yeah, okay. Again, you use close combat, not your smartest of ideas. You know what? I'm gonna leave you to that. You can... There you go. When you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. Okay. And here are our stairs for the 30th floor. I think we're at that point now where I've kind of run out of things to say. So I'm gonna try and power through this dungeon as quickly as I can. And when I get to the final floor and to the boss, or if something interesting happens along the way, that's when you'll see me again. I'm gonna eat this apple. I'm gonna fight this quillfish. Francis grew to level 59. That's nice. Now we have 2 66s and 2 59s. Here we go. The bottomless sea depths. Who is it? Ah, Kyogre.
Seekers of the 7 treasures, I am Kyogre, the guardian of bottomless sea. If it is the treasure you seek, calm the raging waves. I challenge you to surpass your limits. Demonstrate your power to me. Now it begins.
Alright, let's throw down. I'm ready. Okay, so no violent seeds, no vile seeds this time around, and it is rainy to be expected from battling Kyogre. Right, so I think we can afford to just leave those moves on. We'll do that. We don't need X's on. And let's turn that on. As for myself, what do I want to do here? We'll start with an extreme speed. Calm Mind. That's a little inconvenient. That's going to make it quite difficult to actually do damage to you. Okay. We don't really have any ways of inflicting status problems on you outside of Spore. So, what we'll do, let's get everyone in the action. I don't want to walk up here and take a free hit. But if it's just going to sit there and Calm Mind, maybe I need to walk up and smack it in the face. That's what we'll do. Nice, agility is there though. And it's time to remember to do something that I said I would remember to do this time. Let's put the Sky Blue Bow on myself. Now Omnis is in the action, dropping the Thunderbolt, that's good. And we're going to use Focus Punch. That's what we brought it for. Whew, okay. Even without the seeds, that was still surprisingly easy. Maybe we really are overpowered. The treasure box contained an Aqua-monica. We did it! We got the Aqua-monica. One of the 7 treasures. Didn't recruit Kyogre, but I suppose we can't be that lucky all the time. Well, that's another treasure down. In the next part, we're going to continue on our search for the 7 legendary treasures. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.